Hello students, I am Rohitaj Singh Chauhan and I am delivering my lecture on CVD and epitaxial growth. So far we have studied about CVD. Now we are going to study epitaxial layer growth, the epitaxy. So that in the next slide, you all of you are watching about epitaxy. Epitaxy is composed of two Greek letters. Epi means upon and taxis means ordered. So epitaxy is a process and used to grow thin crystalline layer on a crystalline substrate. In the epitaxial process, the substrate wafer acts as a seed crystal. Epitaxial process is different from CZ process in sense that crystal can be grown below the melting point. When a material is grown epitaxially on a substrate of same material such as silicon grown on silicon, this process is termed as homoepitaxy. If the layer and substrate are of different materials such as AlX, GaX, As on gallium arsenide, the process is termed as heteroepitaxy. Now, the next diagram is showing the application of epitaxy. Now, the applications are to enhance the performance of discrete bipolar transistor, to improve the performance of dynamic RAM and CMOS ICs, to improve the frequency response of unipolar devices such as JFET or VMOS circuits, to replace the bulk wafers used in transistors by high resistivity layers on low resistivity surfaces. Now we are having vapor phase epitaxy system. The epitaxial growth may be achieved from liquid phase, solid phase, molecular beam deposition. As far as the epitaxy of silicon is concerned, vapor phase epitaxy is more suitable than any other of above techniques. In this process, heat provides the energy necessary to derive the chemical process. In simple VPE system, as shown in the slide, where the wafers are kept in a vacuum chamber resting on heated susceptor. Heating is usually done either by radiation from filament lamps or by inductive heating. The gas flow is controlled by mass flow controllers and valves. The system is normally pumped, although some epitaxial systems have no vacuum capability at all. So the epitaxial technique provides excellent control of composition, doping, and thickness with zero defect density. Basic process and reaction kinetics in vapor phase epitaxy. It is having a complete study of deposition process involves examining the thermodynamics and kinetics of chemical reaction and the fluid mechanics of gas flow in the reactor. In my next slide, all of you are watching that the boundary layers formed at the inlet to the reaction chamber and increases until the flow is fully established. The flux of species going to and coming from the wafer surface are complex function of several variables such as temperature, pressure, reaction concentration, and layer thickness. So in the slide, the first equation we are having the flux of reactant is given as J is equals to dN upon dy. Now, under steady state condition, the flux of reactant across the boundary layer is equal to J is equals to Ks and S. Now, in the slide, all of you are watching in the block, we are having this equation which indicates that surface concentration of reactant is a function of reaction rate constant and gas phase mass transfer coefficient. All of the equations uh, uh, are coming on the behalf that we have to do some rearrangement in those equations. Now, four silicon sources have been used for growing epitaxial silicon: silicon tetrachloride, SiCl4, dichlorosilane, SiH2Cl2, trichlorosilane, SiHCl3, and silane, SiH4, SiCl4 is widely used among them. The overall reaction for growing silicon by SiCl4 is shown in the slide. Now, the species of SiHCl3 and SiH2Cl2 are seen as intermediates to the overall reaction. These reactions are also reversible, and under appropriate conditions, the deposition rate can become negative, causing the etching process to begin. So this is all about the topic. Thank you.